It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bucks and the G-Men under the lights on Thursday night.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He'll get this into the hands of Neighbors. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll run here with the rookie. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here comes Otten in motion. They'll go again here with Irving. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. And he will take this down close to a 1st down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
On 3rd down, it's Irving. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Godwin working the right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He'll try to run for it. And he's going to slide down with the 1st down inside the 5.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question, 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Levante David doing his work on defense. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. A gain there of 17.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball?
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New York. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Giants will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Irving. Not much happening there. Just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here comes Otten in motion. That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll look to pick this up. 3rd and a yard. Here comes Otten in motion. Throwing is Mayfield. That one complete. It's the tight end, Otten.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
On 1st down is Mayfield. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's Irving. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A tight end in motion now. Right back to Irving. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's a 3rd and 10. Slot man in motion left. Throwing is Baker. Over the middle, that's Godwin. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on third down, and give yourself a chance.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, Russ over the middle. That's the tight end, Johnson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. On the give, it's Tracy. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So a conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line. Now Wilson. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, There is a lot of space open underneath.
Give them 14 on that one. First down, Giants.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Slayton is the man in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Here's a run. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. To return is Tucker. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Now Mayfield. He'll drop this underneath to White. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Now Mayfield. That pass complete to the veteran, Sterling Shepard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. It's 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. One final throw before the break. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports Studios. This is the Halftime Report.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run with Irving. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. On the handoff, it's Irving. And that'll move the sticks. First down, up to the 40. Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
When done properly, crossing routes are a great way to get your receivers the ball in space with room to run after the catch. And that's exactly what they're able to do here, executed to perfection. And they pick up a ton of yards after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They send him right out of the slot. On 2nd down, Baker. A short one there to Otten. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it's Irving. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Second down throw for Mayfield. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's in! Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Gray gonna return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And they'll mark them down just shy of the 40.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now Russ. Now a screen set up for Tracy. Good-looking screen play there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Trying to tiptoe around the defenders there. He'll wind up with a gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's gonna find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is 1st and goal.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
In motion, it's Robinson. Here comes the jet sweep. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across. setting up 2nd and goal. Second and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, New York. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On first down, here's Irving. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Mayfield. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll run it. It's Irving. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Putting the tight end in motion. Now a run on first down. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Mayfield. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
They'll motion a tight end right. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. The throw on the run is complete. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They send Godwin in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
One of the tight ends motions right. On first down is Mayfield. Quick throw, taken in.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
This one caught at the 4. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
It is brought in the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Buccaneers. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Baker gonna hand it to White. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Off balance throw. It's complete. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
On third down, they'll run with Tracy. 14 on the pickup. That's good for a Giants first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Wilson. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
This returnable with Palmer. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And a good run there. Gonna get him 5 yards. They send Evans in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Here comes Otten in motion. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll turn and hand this one off. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll go again here with Irvin. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. And it's 4th down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Giants offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one is caught by Robinson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come up for 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock. Wilson to throw. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Giants.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Throwing again, Wilson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Open man, left outside. He's got it. And he's going to have the Giants first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A fourth down gain of 20. So a win here for the visiting Bucks. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.